All right. Welcome to episode 5 of Small Screen Couch Commentary. Avatar The Last Airbender.
Netflix edition.
Beat me to it.
I did.
It worked out, though. I pointed while you said it.
Great minds think
Avatar The
alike.
Last Airbender. Netflix edition. All right, now we're good. Yeah, now we're good. All right. Anyway, this is episode 5, which is wild. We're flying through these things.
Yeah. I don't want to be premature in this.
Uh-oh.
I think this was my favorite episode.
Really?
I'm not going to lie.
I didn't dislike this episode, but I didn't like it as much as episode 4.
I liked this one a lot.
Oh.
I think what happened was very mature. I think, if anything, once again, this is reinforcing why I don't think this is a show for children.
Dude, not only just like violent, but when you see the face stealing,
We'll get into that.
creepy. Like
Yes.
my son came down one time. The first time I watched this episode, my son came down the steps, and I'm watching it on my big ass TV I have.
Yeah. Would you have like an 80-inch TV or something?
70-inch TV. I
Okay.
got it for free by a raffle. It's really cool.
Hey.
But yeah, I paused it right as like it turned away from the face for a second, and I was just like, I'll wait for you to go back upstairs.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get to that. That is an important part of the story.
For sure.
But yeah, what was your rating? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Rewind. Food comes first.
Always.
What were you snacking on?
So for this episode, I was feasting on. I shouldn't even say because it's not feasting.
Yeah.
I was getting down on a milkshake.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah.
Chocolate, vanilla.
Chocolate.
Okay. This time of the year, there is the special green milkshake out.
Shamrock shakes
Yeah.
at Mickey D's.
I don't know if we're allowed to say it or not. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know.
Beep.
But yeah, just getting down on a milkshake. Yourself?
Not goldfish. The cheese turtles.
Golden turtles. Yo, shout out Aldi. My son loves
golden turtles. Are great, and that's the best thing about having kids is you get to eat their snacks.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had golden turtles. So I had a bowl of golden turtles and water.
Nice.
Because turtles live in water. So I was like, be at home, friends.
Hey,
Yeah.
in my stomach.
In my tum-tum.
So what was your rating then?
7.5.
Wow. Okay. A little lower.
Yeah.
I actually went 8.3.
Wow.
Yeah. I really liked this one. There were a couple weak points, I will admit. It wasn't perfect by any means.
Yeah.
But I think this was my favorite episode so far. I think each episode I watch, I'm getting further away from whatever perception I had in my mind coming into the show and lowering my expectation of it has to be, this incarnation of XYZ.
Yeah. You're letting it be its own show.
I am. And I don't know exactly where they're going to end this season. I mean, I have an idea, obviously, but I am kind of anticipating what these last 3 episodes are going to be like, because I don't want this to be something where it's like, okay, my level of liking the show is rising as the season goes on, and I really am afraid I'm going to be let down in the end.
It's going to fall off.
Don't tell me anything, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm not disappointed by however the season ends. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. No, I think it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Again, there's just some things that really pull me out of the episode sometimes. So
I mean, from your perspective, I can understand where you're coming from. You're not as pleased with some of the dialogues, with some of the acting. I get that. I'm giving it grace, which is weird for me because truthfully,
that's opposite. I feel like
I'm really
from like each other. Usually,
I'm really more so a harsh critic on things, and I don't know why I'm softening my critiques of this show. I don't know. Normally, I'm pretty. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. And I'm less cynical?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you get more cynical as you get older.
I get maybe.
That's good. You're going the other way. It should go the other way.
It should.
You should be less
I
cynical.
I shouldn't be the "you're on my lawn" type guy.
I 100% am going to be that.
I know I am.
Get the hell off my lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we open up. I believe, if I'm wrong, we're on Appa again.
Yes. Well, no.
Oh.
No.
Correct me then.
So, aren't they Aren't they running away from the
Fire
soldiers?
Fire Nation. I think they are.
Beginning?
They're running away to get to Appa.
Right. So Team Avatar is in the forest. They are being chased by some Fire Nation soldiers, and they're throwing some fireballs at them. They're getting away, whatever.
Oh yeah, and then you actually gonna see how strong Katara's gotten here.
Yes, she has gotten much stronger. Her water bending is really good. I think she even does a little bit of turning it into ice as well.
Yeah,
I think.
again, yeah.
So they're getting away from these soldiers. They get to like a dead end of a cliff, and they're kind of just like, oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. And then they jump off.
It's like the Eagles in the Hobbit.
Yes, very much so. And the Fire Nation soldiers that are chasing them, they're just like, whoa, where'd they go?
They're dead.
Yeah. And then you just see Appa rise up, and they're riding Appa off into the sunset.
Appa there to save the day.
Yeah.
Per the usual.
I wish we had more Appa than we are getting. I mentioned that early on.
Yeah. So
that's probably
it's a weird critique, but I'm also with you on that.
Yeah.
Appa is an important part of the team. Let's not forget.
Appa and Momo are fully on Team Avatar. It is 5 members on Team Avatar.
100%.
Yeah.
I want us to have attachment to Appa because they can't skip a storyline next season.
Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's another episode with Appa. There's 2 episodes in season 2 of the anime show that are very important. And it's Appa.
Yeah.
So, but you need to have some attachment to Appa because he is there, and they talk to him. They always pet him, and he makes a funny noise, stuff like that.
Right.
Anyway,
as they're riding away,
they
are, you can see the forest and whatever.
Beautiful forest.
Yeah. But then they get to a portion of it where
it's not so beautiful.
Yeah. It's just burnt to a crisp for as far as you can see. It's just the entire forest has burnt down. And they're kind of just like, whoa, like what happened here? And I mean, obviously, the Fire Nation attacked that area, burnt everything down. But Aang again is kind of just realizing like this is happening because of me.
Yeah. He's also very like attuned to the world because he is the Avatar and spiritually and just to nature. So he's pissed off that all these trees have been burned down. Like that just really makes him mad.
Yeah. So yeah, they're obviously, again here they've helped out the people in Omashu, they've helped out the people at Kyoshi, and so they're still, kind of in earthbending territory there.
Yeah.
But this is a part of the earthbending territory that has been hit the hardest by the Fire Nation.
Yeah. So they land to check it out and see what's going on down there. Obviously, they find out, the Fire Nation. But while they're kind of walking around looking at stuff, Sokka walks out on his own, sees this little girl, or he picks up a doll.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry. He sees the little girl.
Right.
And he kind of says to her, like, he tries to be nice and calm and like make sure she's okay because obviously she's lost in the woods somewhere.
Yeah. And she's just not really saying
she's
anything.
Scared. Yeah. Out of her mind.
Well, because she probably has just seen her whole, forest be burnt to a crisp here.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know these people.
Yeah. Plus,
she doesn't know if they're good.
I've never seen waterbenders
people
before, so these outfits look different. So
right.
They're weird. And he says stuff like he makes jokes and it's cute, but he also says rhymes with Waka Waka, and I was like, snuck in a reference there, Waka Waka.
Yeah, I thought that, or also a little Shakira action, if you will. I don't know.
Waka Flocka Flame,
maybe.
A lot of references there. Look at that.
Could be.
But the girl gets scared from something. I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember if it was. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm not exactly sure what it was either.
Yeah. But as they get scared, whatever scares her, she drops the doll, runs away, and he picks up the doll because he kind of wants to return it to her and make sure she's okay.
But yeah, she runs off, and Aang and Katara come over, And so they start to chase her to try and get the doll back to her. She leads them
and to make sure she's okay.
Right.
Doll's not number one priority.
Yeah, and she leads them to their the village that she lives at, and she's running towards this little house, and this guy comes out. He's like, "Where have you been? I didn't want you, going out there on your own."
Yeah.
And Team Avatar rolls up, and he puts her behind him, and he's obviously very defensive as well,
rightfully so. And but Sokka's like, "Hey, she dropped this. I just wanted to give it back."
Right.
And they kind of explain the situation then, "Hey, this has been attacked by a Fire Nation." I believe they didn't burn it down just to burn